Hey there, what's happening, boys and girls? Thanks for stopping back into the channel today, right here with the Rustbelt mechanic. So the last video, I know it kind of bombed out and we weren't able to get much of anything done that we really wanted to. But in this one, we are going to be Raptor lining our wheels for our Chrysler 300. So stay tuned. Alright, so a buddy of mine who's got a shop right here in Piqua, Ohio, he's done powder coating for me before. He powder coated the rings on the side-by-side project. He's got a sandblast cabinet. Thank you very much that he was actually able to do this, because we had one heck of a hard time in trying to get the wheels for the Chrysler 300 ground. It was just going to take forever. So he was able to get the wheels all sandblasted for us, all cleaned up, so we have a nice even surface to be able to work from for putting the Raptor liner on it. So driving over to pick them up right now. We're gonna go check out and see how they turned out. All right, here we are, guys. We got these things freshly sandblasted, and what I really like about this one is the texture this ended up turning out being. It actually gave it a nice little texture. I was worried that we were going to come out a little bit too smooth and have to use some of like the U-Pole number 4, the adhesion promoter for these, but no, this is going to be a perfect material to be able to have all of this to stick to. So I think the only thing that I'm really going to need to do now at this point is tape up our inner beads, because I don't want all the Raptor stuff getting in on our beads and stuff, so we're going to tape those up. All this turned out really, really good. Hey, just an FYI, if you guys are in the Piqua area, right here at M-Coat Powder Coating and Equipment right here in Piqua, Ohio, he does all their powder coating needs and any kind of sandblasting stuff you guys might need. So if you guys are in the area, go check him out. Alright guys, now that we've got the wheels all sandblasted, cleared off, and we've got everything cleaned up, now I'm here at my buddy's place, First Choice Paint and Body. So for you guys who know the build with the Duramax and all of the Raptor lining we did, thankfully my buddy here is letting me use his shop here to be able to paint the wheels, because here in Ohio it's just crappy and rainy and like 39 degrees, so way too cold. So we've put the wheels in here, let them warm up overnight, and we're gonna get these things in the paint booth and get to working and cleaning on them. All right guys, we've got all the prep work kind of done. They've got it all taped up here for us. What we're just doing, pretty easy stuff. We've just taped up all the way around the edge of the wheels, right in where the bead of the tire is going to seat. We're not going to physically try to spray here on the inside of the wheel all that much. We're going to try and, just keep it off of that one. But as much as we can, just spray the wheel. We're also going to be spraying inside of here. Also, you can see we kind of put a little bit of aluminum foil kind of on the inside of the caps, because when we go to put the lugs on, we don't want all the Raptor liner and stuff chipping from that area. So prep wise, then we've got them hung by some bolts right from our lug. And then we've got them hung right here by some bolts from where our valve stems are going to seat in there, since we don't really need those to be all Raptored up or anything either. We've got them nice and warmed up here inside, all cozy, good to go. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting some little bit of primer onto these, just to set a little bit of a coat, and we'll go from that point, and then we'll shoot our Raptor. Alright, we've got our epoxy primer all put on there, nice and even coat all the way across and all the way around on that one. The epoxy primer is going to give us a nice even coat for the Raptor liner to adhere to. It does say that within the can's instructions, so that's what we went ahead and did. We want to give these wheels the best possible chance that we have for having the Raptor liner set up correctly, and as you guys know, we're also going to be doing an awesome bit of clear coat. So right now it's time to start actually shooting the Raptor stuff. And the actual product we decided to go with today, again with the Raptor 2K. So this is in our can form, and like I showed you guys before on the bumpers, all you got to do is get the cap off to be able to put the little red button there on the bottom to puncture the interior portion of this, to be able to, I guess, mix up the two parts of it. That's why they call it a 2K. So this one, as the cap shows, we decided to go with the basalt gray option that they have for the already colored variant option. So these aren't going to be black or white or anything. We are going with basalt gray, so that's the color that it's going to be right there. So we're going to be using that one. You're going to shoot 2 small coats, 2 nice thin even coats on this one. First one, we're going to shoot that one on, and that one's going to take about 10-15 minutes to flash. Then we're going to shoot our second coat, get that one on there, and then after that second coat is ready for its flash phase, that's when we're going to kick in and we're going to have our 2K primer, or I'm sorry, our 2K Glamour clear coat ready for it as well. This is a 2-part. Also pierce the bottom, shake it up to add the hardener and get it all mixed up and everything. And then at the flash point of the Raptor liner, we're going to be then putting our clear coat onto it, doing 2 thin coats of this one as well. So everything's all prepped, ready to go. Cue the music. Let's see it spray. And coat number 2, go. Now on the clear coat, we're just going to be doing the front sides of this one because you don't really need the insides cleared or anything like that. So we should be able to save ourselves, another can and just do half a can on one and half a can on another. And you can see how these 2K cans of clear, they fog out pretty decently compared to the Raptor. It's not so much a, just straight stream anymore like the Raptor liner is. All right, we're going to get the rest of this one clear coat on, and then we'll let these set up for about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll do the second coat of clear on the outside portions of the wheels, and we'll see what the final product looks like. Kind of excited for these, for being some junk, junkyard rims that were all destroyed. I mean, here, look at them. You see how they used to look like? Pitted, so pitted like that. Corroded. I don't know. We'll see about doing something with those. Yeah, those were horrible. All right, now back to the good stuff. Alrighty, boys and girls, here we are. This is after coat number 2 of our clear coat. We can see that gave us a really nice shine. It's going to take a little bit for us to be able to see this one. I want to be able to see it out in the sunlight after everything gets all set up. But for what we can see here, it turned out really good to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this stuff set up. And since this is the holiday week here, we're on Wednesday. Tomorrow's Turkey Day, which happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Awesome. Glad you're seeing this here. And we're going to let this stuff sit until Friday. Let it set up for a whole 24 to 48 hours. Get it all set up. And then we should be able to see the difference in between the Raptor liner that we clear coated on the outside and the Raptor liner that is not clear coated on the inside of it. And we're going to see once it all dries exactly kind of what we're going to be looking at. So the last thing that we're really going to do today is we are going to get in here, find our tape edges, like right here-ish. And we're going to pull our tape while everything's still kind of tacky here, just to let everything kind of seal, because we don't want to be pulling this up with all the Raptor liner after it really hardens. Not really all that fun to do. So we'll pull this tape up and then we'll get on to Friday, and hopefully we'll be all hardened up, ready to go, and ready to get some tire pressure sensors and some tires on it. All right, now we're going to be mounting our tires up here. Thankfully, the guys over here at the old Chrysler shop let me use their machine, and we can see how well this gloss finish turned out on the wheels. They turned out super nice. Hopefully this is going to be able to help with the longevity and everything on it. Also got some new tire pressure sensors to put in there. These run on 315 megahertz, so picked up a couple of those off good old Amazon. And then you can see where we peeled off our tape, so we've got a nice, even, clear place for our tires to be able to seal to up here on the wheels. So we get our tires mounted up and get them out to the 300 to be able to get it rolled. There we are, we got them all balanced up, and as you guys can see, I set the balancer to be able to balance on the inside only, because I just, you know, made it look all nice and neat on the outside. Didn't want to put any weights out here, so got it all balanced internally. So now we're going to get these things all loaded up in the truck and get them back over to the 300. There we are, guys, finished product. We've got everything put onto the car. We got lug nuts put on, even got us some fresh lug nuts. Picked those up off Amazon. Like 20-25 bucks for one piece lug nuts, because everybody knows those Chrysler lug nuts are junk. Also got us the new tire pressure sensors, like I was saying, all those put on, and you guys can see the gloss on these turned out really nice. I'm thinking this is going to hold up quite well over time. And we've got our high boy, the high rider in the front, since we did pull the motor out. Didn't show you guys on YouTube, but if you guys pay attention to my account over on Instagram, I do have the Instagram channel where I showed this one here, and my buddy got the motor pulled all out right here, trans hanging, and you can see the trans has got some junkyard numbers on it, so I have a feeling that's not going to last too long, but it's all pulled out. We've got some really cool stuff coming down the pipeline, some really big ideas coming for this thing. Hopefully they'll come to fruition, and I'll be telling you guys about that hopefully here on the next video or so. But as far as the wheels and everything, these turned out really good. I'm pretty impressed with how everything turned out. For you guys who do a lot of like trucking and Jeep stuff, this is the kind of stuff that I would definitely recommend to do. That clear coat turned out really nice. Going to keep it really easy to clean up later on. All right, guys, that's about all the time we've got for you today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. If you guys have any questions about the Raptor Liner, the 2K Aerosol, or the clear coat or anything, I will have links to those all down in the description below. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave those in the comments. If you guys have any other ideas for the 300 that you guys want to see, leave those in here as well. I'm building up some really cool stuff coming on, working on some partnerships, hopefully to make a really awesome build out of this for you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell notification so you get notified when I come out with cool, awesome content, just like this one here today. Appreciate it, and as always, you guys stay awesome.